Welcome to our 90 Plus Spectacular, a celebration of those 90 years and over in Wood County, Ohio. We've been celebrating this event for the past 13 years in honor of National Senior Center Month. A special thank you to our in-person event sponsors. Our in-person event dinner sponsors were Bowling Green Manor, Manor at Perrysburg, and Henneman Family Funeral Homes. Our in-person boutonniere sponsors were Waterford at Levis Commons. Our in-person frame certificates were provided by Woodhaven Healthcare. And our in-person event entertainment sponsors were the Willows of Bowling Green and Woodhaven Healthcare. Our personal keepsake photos were provided by Heritage Corner Healthcare Campus. Enjoy our spotlight on the 90 plus honorees in Wood County, Ohio.
Lucy Allen was born in 1931 and is 93 years of age. She grew up in East Bank, West Virginia, and attended East Bank High School. She was a stay-at-home mom and then became a group manager at Lawson's Dairy Company in Columbus. She is widowed with 2 children, 3 grandchildren, and 4 great-grandchildren. A significant memory of her life was going to Italy. Her piece of advice to future generations is to get your education. Congratulations, Lucy. Donna Orand was born in 1922 and is 102 years of age. She grew up in Wayne, Ohio, and attended the Montgomery School. She was a homemaker. She is widowed with 3 sons, 6 grandchildren, 7 great-grandchildren, and 7 great-great-grandchildren. A significant memory in her life was enjoying family get-togethers and the fussing over her pies, especially the last piece of the sugar pie. Her piece of advice to future generations is to be lovable. Congratulations, Donna. Robert Bailey was born in 1932 and is 92 years of age. He grew up in Auglaize County and attended Bloom High School in Wapakoneta and Ohio State University. He served in the Air Force in Texas, Washington, California, and Germany until 1956. He is married and has 5 children, 7 grandchildren, and 2 great-grandchildren. Congratulations, Robert. Denny Barrett was born in 1929 and is 94 years of age. He grew up in Dayton, Ohio, and Wilmette, Illinois. He attended New Trier High School, Carleton College in Minnesota, and Michigan State University. He did financial work for General Electric and various senior centers. He is widowed after 61 years and has 6 children, 7 grandchildren, and 1 great-grandchild on the way. A significant memory from his life is visiting his great-grandmother Kelly when she was 94 like he is now. His piece of advice to future generations is to be good to your kids when they are young, so they will be good to you when you are old. Congratulations, Denny. Mae Beckstein was born in 1924 and is 99 years of age. She grew up in Weston, Ohio, and attended Milton High School. She was a farm girl, worked at Heinz, and then later worked at Bowling Green State University. She is widowed with 5 children, 9 grandchildren, and 8 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is meeting her husband at Newberry's in Bowling Green. Her piece of advice to future generations is to work hard, have fun, and keep moving forward. Congratulations, Mae. Phyllis Betts was born in 1930 and is 94 years of age. She is from Tentagony, Ohio, and attended school in Washington Township. She worked in a factory and was a housewife. She is widowed and has children and grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is when she was baptized. Her piece of advice to future generations is to put all your faith in God. Congratulations, Phyllis. Stella Blake was born in 1933 and is 91 years of age. She is from Deschler, Ohio, and attended Hoytville School. She was a housewife and is widowed with 3 children. Congratulations, Stella. Lois Bachbrader was born in 1924 and is 99 years of age. Congratulations, Lois. Carolyn Borshading was born in 1932 and is 92 years of age. She grew up in Pemberville and attended Pemberville High. She worked at Bowling Green Bank of Wood County and Citizens Savings Pemberville. She was married for 52 years to Jim. A significant memory from her life is being able to have her house built on the farm she grew up on and being able to travel with her husband. Her piece of advice to future generations is to use problems and a way to learn, to grow, and become stronger. Congratulations, Carolyn. Pat Brenneman was born in 1932 and is 92 years of age. She grew up southwest of Lima, Ohio, and attended school at Shawnee. She had experience in shipping and receiving and accounts payable and receivable. She was also a legal secretary and a mediator in small claims court. She is widowed and has 3 sons, 9 grandchildren, and 11 great-grandchildren. A significant memory in her life is her wonderful family and many friends. Her piece of advice to future generations is to learn to know Jesus as your Lord and Savior. Life is so much easier if you have Him by your side. Congratulations, Pat. Teresa Brown was born in 1927 and is 97 years of age. She is from Toledo, Ohio. She was a homemaker and is married with 5 children. Her piece of advice to future generations is to always love one another. Congratulations, Teresa. Louis Buckingham was born in 1933 and is 91 years of age. He grew up in Wayne, Ohio, and attended Wayne Montgomery Township School District. He worked at Columbia Gas Company for 38 years. He is married and has 2 children, 2 grandchildren, and 1 great-grandson, 3 stepchildren, and 2 step-grandchildren. Congratulations, Louis. Rua Buckingham was born in 1933 and is 91 years of age. She grew up in Bowling Green and attended Bowling Green schools. She was a secretary at Crim Elementary School for 28 years. She is married and has 3 children, 2 grandchildren, 2 stepchildren, 2 step-grandchildren, and 1 step-grandson. Her advice to future generations is to find a job you enjoy. Congratulations, Rua. Kathleen Buer was born in 1930 and is 94 years of age. She grew up in the Hawaiian Islands and attended a Christian school. She took dedication for a living and is married. A significant memory from her life is when the Pearl Harbor was bombed. Her piece of advice to future generations is to be honest with yourself. Congratulations, Kathleen. Jane Chaika was born in 1931 and is 93 years of age. She grew up in Northwood, Ohio, and attended Northwood and then Lake High School. She was a housewife. She was married and had 6 children, 16 grandchildren, and 14 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from her life was growing up on a farm with 11 siblings, and they all had to share one bicycle that the milkman truck ran over. He then gave them another bicycle. Her piece of advice to future generations is to be kind to everyone. We were born to know, love, and serve the Lord. Congratulations, Jane. Cliff Campbell was born in 1932 and is 91 years of age. He grew up in Maumee and went to school there. He was a letter carrier for the Maumee Post Office for 37 years. He is married to Marcia, and they have 2 sons and 1 granddaughter. A significant memory of his is him and his wife going camping with their 2 boys out west twice. They did a lot of camping in Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan state parks. After they gave up camping, they traveled with his sister and brother-in-law. They went to Florida many times. He also worked as Santa Claus for Kmart for 7 years after retirement. A piece of advice he would give to future generations is if you want to do something, do it when you are young, because when you get older, you can't do it. Congratulations, Cliff. Peggy Carsey was born in 1932 and is 92 years of age. She grew up in New Marshfield, Ohio, and attended school at Waterloo. She was a secretary for a living. She is a widow and has 3 children, 4 grandchildren, and 2 great-grandchildren. Her piece of advice for future generations is to be true to yourself. Congratulations, Peggy. Hazel Carter was born in 1922 and is 102 years of age. She grew up in Springfield, Ohio. She was a psychiatric nurse and a maternal health OBGYN for a living. She was married for 74 years, has 6 children, 22 grandchildren, 27 great-grandchildren, and 3 great-great-grandchildren. Congratulations, Hazel. Marjorie Chaston was born in 1925 and is 99 years of age. She grew up in Missouri and later was a missionary in South America with her husband. She is now widowed with 1 child. Her piece of advice to future generations is to rise to your potential. Congratulations, Marjorie. Nora Colapetrio was born in 1924 and is 99 years of age. She grew up in Rossford and attended Rossford Public Schools. She was a bank teller for a living. She is a widow and has 4 children, 7 grandchildren, and 18 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is her graduation and wedding. Her advice to future generations is to live each day and enjoy life. Congratulations, Nora. Margaret Connor was born in 1933 and is 91 years of age. She grew up outside of Weston and attended school in Weston and Grand Rapids. She worked as a school teacher. She has 1 daughter. A significant memory for her is attending BGSU for a bachelor's degree in education and moving to California in a converted school, plus living and teaching there for 40+ years. A piece of advice that she would give future generations is to continue school immediately after attending high school. Study habits will be easier to transfer. Congratulations, Margaret. Roger Core was born in 1932 and is 91 years of age. He is from Findlay, Ohio. He did agriculture for a living and was a manager for the Highway Concrete Pipeline. He is a widower with 5 children and 10 grandchildren. His piece of advice for future generations is to never go to bed angry with your spouse. Congratulations, Roger. Grace Cron was born in 1933 and is 91 years of age. She grew up in Weston, Ohio, and attended Washington Township High School. She taught music at Sycamore, Pettysville, and Otsego schools. Congratulations, Grace. Maxine Cross was born in 1931 and is 93 years of age. She grew up in Bowling Green, Ohio, and attended school at Webster Township. She worked at Huntington Bank for a living. She is married with 2 children and 4 grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is working at the bank. Her piece of advice to future generations is to work hard and enjoy your work. Congratulations, Maxine. Sheila Damschroeder was born in 1932 and is 92 years of age. She grew up in Wood County and attended school in Portage Township. She worked in childcare for most of her life. She has 6 children, 15 grandchildren, and 35 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is racing her great-grandfather to their neighbor's mailbox when she was 6. Her advice to future generations is to believe in God, put Him first in your life, love and respect your fellow man. God has blessed her life with a good family and friends. Congratulations, Sheila. Lee Deffenbaugh was born in 1932 and is 92 years of age. He grew up in Defiance, Ohio, and Rudolph, Ohio. He attended Liberty High School and then worked at American Metalcraft in Waterville for 42 years. He is married to Sally Deffenbaugh and has 5 children, 11 grandchildren, and 9 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from his life is backpacking with his son and his friends in Idaho, where his son is. His son had slipped, fell, and had to be airlifted out of the mountains and to the hospital. His piece of advice for future generations is to have faith and respect others. Congratulations, Lee. Sally Deffenbaugh was born in 1932 and is 92 years of age. She grew up in Macomb and Rudolph, Ohio. She attended Liberty High School and raised 5 children while managing the house. She later worked at the Wood County Auditor's Office. She is married to Lee Deffenbaugh, and together they have 5 children, 11 grandchildren, and 9 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is when she took their children to the neighbor pond to swim. The kids wanted to move the raft that was held in place by a rope and a cinder block. Her daughter got wrapped up in the rope, and Sally was able to pull her up to safety. That was the last time either of them swam in deep water. Her piece of advice for future generations is to have faith, work hard, be frugal, and creative. Congratulations, Sally. Erlinda Del Rosa was born in 1934 and is 90 years of age. She worked in a factory for a living. She was married and has 4 children and 2 grandchildren. Congratulations, Erlinda. Marion Dennis was born in 1933 and is 91 years of age. She grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, and attended school in Cleveland Mount Siana Hospital. She was a registered nurse for 50 years. She is married with 4 children, 6 grandchildren, and 11 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is each of her children being born and her wedding day. Her piece of advice to future generations is to have a basic career in mind, which will give you the ability to support yourself financially. Congratulations, Marion. Wallace Dennis was born in 1926 and is 98 years of age. He grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, and attended school in Cleveland and Independence, Ohio. He worked for Coca-Cola, then Motorola. He was appointed as the first Wood County EMA director and then worked per diem for FEMA, helping with disaster recovery. He is married with 4 children, 6 grandchildren, and 11 great-grandchildren. A significant memory of his life is marrying his wife and when he enlisted into the Navy. He was also sent to Ground Zero in New York City 1 week after 9/11. His piece of advice to future generations is to be loyal to your family, your church, your country, and God. Congratulations, Wallace. Elizabeth Durr was born in 1933 and is 91 years of age. She grew up in Toledo, Ohio, and attended Raymer and Waite High School. She worked at Kurski's and a clothing store in Woodville Mall for a living and now babysits. She is widowed with 6 children, 17 grandchildren, and 24 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is volunteering and receiving the OSBA Humanitarian Award. She was recognized twice for her volunteering and has had 2 benches built in her honor. Her piece of advice to future generations is to put God in your life and others before yourself. Be a hard worker, loving, and respectful no matter what. Congratulations, Elizabeth. Elsie Jane Dick was born in 1931 and is 93 years of age. She grew up in Cary, Ohio, and attended school there. She worked at a grocery store, clothing store, People's Bank, then Fourth Bank for 24 years. She was married with 2 children, 5 grandchildren, and 1 great-grandchild. A significant memory from her life is when her parents taught her to be honest and truthful. Her piece of advice to future generations is to be the best you can be. Good things will come to you if you are kind and loving to others. Congratulations, Elsie. Paul Downey was born in 1933 and is 91 years of age. He grew up in Toledo, Ohio, and attended school in Clay. He worked for Millwright doing machinery maintenance. He has 4 children, 7 grandchildren, and 1 great-grandchild. A significant memory from his life is traveling around in a motorhome, coaching Little League Baseball, and attending church. His piece of advice to future generations is to stay on track. Congratulations, Paul. Donald Drummer was born in 1929 and is 95 years of age. He grew up in Putnam County, Ohio, and attended Milton Township, Hoytville Township, and Jackson Township schools. He worked on his family farm for an elevator company and petroleum delivery. He is married with 3 children, 4 grandchildren, 4 great-grandchildren, and 3 great-great-grandchildren. A significant memory from his life is living with his wife and children in the country. His piece of advice to future generations is to always be kind to everyone. Depend on the good Lord to take care of you. Congratulations, Donald. Gert Everhart was born in 1927 and is 96 years of age. She grew up in Toledo, Ohio, and attended Birmingham and Waite. She was a clerk at Lyons Store for a living. She is widowed with 2 children, 4 grandchildren, and 3 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is the day she got married. Her piece of advice to future generations is to live your life happy and well. Just behave. Congratulations, Gert. Joyce Fiesel was born in 1933 and is 91 years of age. She grew up in Sandusky, Ohio, and attended Jackson Burgoon and Fremont High School. She taught school for 20 years. She was married for 68 years and has 3 children, 3 grandchildren, and 2 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is living on a farm as a child. During World War II, they were given burlap sacks to collect milkweed pods at school. When they were full, they returned them to school, and the pods were used to make life preservers. Her advice to future generations is to always consider others' feelings and always be honest. Congratulations, Joyce. Louette Fiesel was born in 1929 and is 94 years of age. She grew up in Bloomdale, Ohio, and attended Bloomdale High School. She worked as a part-time clerk at the U.S. Postal Service and retired as a postmaster. She was married for 70 years and has 3 children, 7 grandchildren, and 7 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is the time she lived in Denver with her husband. Her piece of advice to future generations is to go to church and be a friend. Congratulations, Louette. Shirley Garner was born in 1931 and is 92 years of age. She grew up in Bradner, Ohio, and attended Bradner High School. She was a homemaker and worked as a cashier and in the factory. She is now widowed and has 2 daughters, 5 grandchildren, 8 great-grandchildren, and 6 great-great-grandchildren, with 1 more on the way. Her favorite memory is watching her grandchildren excel in the sports they play. Her advice to future generations is that you got to move whether you want to or not. Congratulations, Shirley. Thelma Gomine was born in 1928 and is 96 years of age. She was a surgical nurse at a hospital for a living. She was married and has 2 children. Congratulations, Thelma. Mary Gwynn was born in 1930 and is 93 years of age. Congratulations, Mary. Emmy Han was born in 1930 and is 93 years of age. She grew up in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, and attended Hood College and Catholic University of America. She was a registered dietitian and a college instructor. She was married and has 4 children, 3 grandchildren, and 1 great-grandchild. A significant memory from her life is her first solo train trip at the age of 9 from Albany, New York to Rochester, New York. She was thrilled to see Niagara Falls and ride in the Maid of the Mist behind the falls. Her piece of advice to future generations is to go forth boldly. The world is your oyster. Congratulations, Emmy. Geraldine Howenstein was born in 1932 and is 92 years of age. She grew up and attended school in Rawson. She was an RCA for a living. She was married with children and has grandchildren. Her piece of advice is to work hard and help with your grandchildren. Grow and have the good work record and be proud of it. Congratulations, Geraldine. Rosemary Henderson was born in 1930 and is 94 years of age. She grew up in East Alton, Illinois, and attended Bowling Green State University. She was a special needs teacher in North Baltimore. She has 3 children, 3 grandchildren, and 6 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is starting at Bowling Green State University and then teaching for 21 years. Her piece of advice for future generations is to get as much information from your parents and grandparents while they're still here. Congratulations, Rosemary. Donald R. Henches was born in 1930 and is 94 years of age. He grew up and went to school in Avon Lake. He did banking for a living. He is married to Beverly and has a son, Donald, and grandson, Doug. A significant memory that stands out in his life is his time stationed in Alaska with the U.S. Air Force. A piece of advice that he would give to future generations is to do the best that you can in life. Congratulations, Donald. Janet Holton was born in 1934 and is 90 years of age. She grew up in Long Island and attended Russell Sage College. She was an RN and worked at the State of Ohio Health Department in the Bureau of Early Intervention. She was married twice, given her 3 children, 4 stepchildren, 13 grandchildren, and 19 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is when a new pastor came to her church when she was 10, who guided her to begin her walk with the Lord. Her piece of advice to future generations is that God loves you. Ask Jesus in your heart and walk with him. Congratulations, Janet. Josephine Eiler was born in 1927 and is 97 years of age. She grew up in Toledo, Ohio, and attended school at McKinson. She made parts of airplanes and worked for a glass company for a living. She was married to her husband for 29 years and has 3 children and grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is working. Her advice to future generations is to pray for each other and don't regret anything in your life. Congratulations, Josephine. Clayton Jivaden was born in 1934 and is 90 years of age. He grew up in Wood County, Ohio, and attended Pemberville High School. He worked on the railroad and took care of the signals for 42 years. He was married with 2 children and 4 grandchildren. A significant memory from his life is being a father and getting married. His piece of advice to future generations is don't lie, and if you are married, always tell your wife, yes, dear. Congratulations, Clayton. Dale R. Johnson was born in 1930 and is 93 years of age. He grew up in Lake Township and attended Lake schools. He worked at Libby Owens Ford for 41 years, played accordion in a band for 50 years, and played church organ for 65 years. He is married with 3 daughters and 5 grandchildren. His most significant memory is being married to the same person for 72 years. His advice to future generations is to treat others as you would like to be treated and always be honest. Congratulations, Dale. Jeannie Johnson was born in 1931 and is 93 years of age. She grew up in West Toledo and attended Whitmer schools. She was a homemaker and is married with 3 children and 5 grandchildren. His significant memory in her life is being told in 2014 that her cancer is in remission and still is to this day. Her piece of advice to future generations is to be kind to everyone and respect other people's views even if you don't agree with it. Congratulations, Jeannie. Bernadine Johnston was born in 1926 and is 98 years of age. She grew up in Holland. She was a beautician for a living and then worked at Bowling Green. She was married with 4 children and has a lot of grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is getting married and meeting President Roosevelt in California. Her piece of advice is to live like you want to live. Congratulations, Bernadine. Ruby Katzel was born in 1928 and is 96 years of age. She grew up on a farm outside of Bowling Green, Ohio, and attended school in Tintagony. She was a babysitter for a living. She was married and had 1 child. A significant memory from her life is spending time with family and traveling with her husband. Her piece of advice to future generations is to love each other. Congratulations, Ruby. William King Jr. was born in 1929 and is 95 years of age. He grew up in Bridgeport, Michigan, and Perrysburg, Ohio. He attended and graduated from Perrysburg High School. He was a carpenter for a living. He was married for 69 years with 4 children, 3 grandchildren, and 7 great-grandchildren. His advice to future generations is to laugh and be happy. Congratulations, William. Josefa Cruz was born in 1934 and is 90 years of age. She grew up in Havana, Cuba, and was a teacher at Toledo Public Schools. She was married with 3 children, 7 grandchildren, and 1 great-grandchild. Congratulations, Josefa. Eleanor Cramp was born in 1933 and is 91 years of age. She grew up in Liberty Township and went to Liberty schools. She was a rural mail carrier for the post office in Rudolph, Ohio. She is widowed from her husband, Bob Cramp. Together they have 6 children, 12 grandchildren, and 18 great-grandchildren. A significant memory that stands out to her is her 90th birthday party at Simpson Garden, which was quite the event. Most of her family attended, and so many friends that there was a receiving line that never stopped. She didn't even have time to eat, but she didn't care because she had such a great time seeing and visiting with everyone. A piece of advice that she gives to future generations is always stay humble, be kind, and remember your family is everything. Congratulations, Eleanor. Elizabeth Kretz was born in 1925 and is 99 years of age. She grew up in Toledo, Ohio, and attended Notre Dame Academy. She worked at Owens, Illinois Glass Company. She is married with 3 children, 7 grandchildren, and 6 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is when she found her future husband at the co-ed weekend at the YMCA. Her piece of advice to future generations is to go to church. Congratulations, Elizabeth. Dorothy Kubik was born in 1933 and is 90 years of age. She grew up in Bowling Green and attended BG City Schools. She was a farmer's wife, caregiver, babysitter, sold canned and baked goods, and gave accordion lessons. She was married and widowed twice and has 6 children, 19 grandchildren, and 13 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is living and working on a farm. She says it made her feel closer to nature and good and was honest and rewarding work. She remembers hunting mushrooms on a Sunday afternoon. Her advice to future generations is to remember your life is short and time is limited. Be a good person, enjoy your time, and always treat others with kindness. What does it profit a man to gain the whole world than to lose his soul? Congratulations, Dorothy. Cecilia Lambert was born in 1926 and is 98 years of age. She grew up in Perrysburg and attended St. Rose and Perrysburg High School. She was a bookkeeper for a living. She has 13 grandchildren, 24 great-grandchildren, and 1 great-great-grandchild. A significant memory from her life is earning the Malvin Joan Award for the Perrysburg Sunrise Lion Club. Her advice to future generations is to stay happy and live long. Congratulations, Cecilia. Betty Lockoff was born in 1933 and is 91 years of age. She grew up in Paulding, Ohio, and attended Haviland Schools and Bowling Green State University. She was a teacher for 35 years. She is widowed and has 2 daughters, 2 grandchildren, and 2 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is being a guest of the Japan Foundation for an all-expense-paid 3-week educational trip to Japan, visiting schools, cultural institutions, and staying in the homes of Japanese teachers. Her advice to future generations is to be grateful for each day. Congratulations, Betty. June Lowers was born in 1930 and is 94 years of age. She grew up in Hoytville, Ohio, and was an inspector at APCO for a living. She is married to Hank Lowers with 3 kids and a lot of grandchildren. Her piece of advice to future generations is to do your best. Congratulations, June. Nora Liu was born in 1932 and is 91 years of age. She grew up in Beijing, China, and Taiwan. She received a bachelor's in Taiwan and a master's and PhD at the University of Illinois. She was a professor of exercise physiology at BGSU and former women's basketball coach at BGSU. She also taught at Nazareth College in Kentucky and Lehman College in New York. She was born in Beijing, China, and her father was a pilot in the Chinese Air Force. When he was killed in the war, her mother took a military position and became a captain in the Air Force. They later fled to Taiwan due to the war, and her mother took care of her during difficult times. Her grandfather was an attorney, and he told her mother to make sure Nora got a good education. Her mother never let her miss a day of school. She wanted to be an MD, but teacher education was free, so she received a degree in physical education. She was a great athlete and well-known player in the Taiwan women's national basketball team. She came to the U.S. with $30 in her pocket and received her master's and PhD from the University of Illinois. Her advice to future generations is to exercise, stay physically active, travel the world, and enjoy life. Congratulations, Nora. Lynn Long was born in 1933 and is 91 years of age. She grew up in Illinois and attended the University of Illinois. She is widowed and has 4 children and 12 grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is traveling to Australia and New Zealand. Her advice to future generations is to be kind and loving. Congratulations, Lynn. Carol Marsh was born in 1933 and is 90 years of age. She grew up in Moline, Ohio, and attended Lake schools. She worked at Sears at the Woodville Mall and then Eastwood Schools as a cook for 24 years and then retired from the school. She is widowed and has 2 children, 3 grandchildren, and 3 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is surprising her husband with a brand new candy apple red Harley-Davidson motorcycle for Christmas. They made lifelong friends from being in motorcycle groups, and they traveled across the U.S. with their touring friends. Her advice to future generations is to listen to the advice given to you from your grandparents. Congratulations, Carol. Barbara Martin was born in 1934 and is 90 years of age. She grew up in Toledo, Ohio, and attended Central High School. She was a secretary for a living. She was married to Joseph for 55 years and has 3 children, 7 grandchildren, and 7 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is being happy. Her advice to future generations is to be happy. That's the best thing to be. Congratulations, Barbara. Ruth McCrary was born in 1929 and is 95 years of age. She grew up in Bowling Green, Ohio, and attended Bowling Green High School. She was a housewife and married for 72 years. She has 3 children, 4 grandchildren, 5 great-grandchildren, and 3 great-great-grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is growing up on the Carter Farm, which is now the Wood County Historic Farm. Congratulations, Ruth. Patricia McGinnis was born in 1928 and is 96 years of age. She grew up in Fostoria, Ohio, and attended both Fostoria High School and Bowling Green State University. She worked for 20 years as a kindergarten teacher and 10 years as an elementary school principal. She also worked part-time for BGSU and served on Bowling Green City Council for 4 years. She was married to Daniel for 46 years and has 1 son, 1 stepdaughter, and 2 granddaughters. Her significant memories include receiving the BGSU Alumni Community Award in 1986, the Bowling Green Outstanding Citizen Award in 1987, and the annual award at Conneaut School for 2 outstanding students. Her piece of advice to future generations is to do your best. Congratulations, Patricia. Richard Lee McMorgan was born in 1933 and is 91 years of age. He grew up in southeast Toledo, Ohio, and attended school at Naudre, Waite, and Abbey High School. He was a printer for a living. He was married with 2 children and 2 grandchildren. His piece of advice to future generations is to treat people with kindness. Congratulations, Richard. Carol Meek was born in 1934 and is 90 years of age. She grew up in Macomb, Ohio, and was a farm wife for a living. She was married to Cliff and had 6 children and a lot of grandchildren. Her piece of advice is to trust in God. Congratulations, Carol. Doris Miller was born in 1932 and is 92 years of age. She grew up and attended school in North Baltimore, Ohio. She helped her husband with an insurance company for a living. She was married to Don and had 2 children and 4 grandchildren. A significant memory in her life was roller skating a lot. Her piece of advice to future generations is to listen to your parents. Congratulations, Doris. Lou Montalvo was born in 1929 and is 95 years of age. She grew up and attended school in Bowling Green, Ohio. She cleaned homes for a living. She was married with 2 children and many grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is family times. Her piece of advice is to work hard, be honest, and attend church. Congratulations, Lou. John Mosina was born in 1932 and is 91 years of age. He grew up in Burlington, Iowa, and attended Burlington High School. He was an industrial engineer and then worked in industrial management for a living. He was married to Carolyn for 61 years and has 2 children, 4 grandchildren, and 6 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from his life is being with his family. His piece of advice for future generations is to get a good education and use it. Congratulations, John. Bernice Midge Muir was born in 1924 and is 100 years of age. She grew up in Bowling Green, Ohio, and California. She attended school in Bowling Green, Ohio. She opened a bakery in the 60s and provided childcare for most of her life. She has 4 children, 17 grandchildren, and 3 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is getting married to her husband Ross and being married for 71 years. Her piece of advice to future generations is to live each day. Congratulations, Bernice. Doris Nye was born in 1925 and is 99 years of age. She grew up and attended schools in Clyde, Ohio. She was a housewife for a living and has children and grandchildren. A significant memory is living on the farm in Clyde. Her piece of advice to future generations is to be happy and have good friends and family. Congratulations, Doris. Marilyn Perrine was born in 1934 and is 90 years of age. She grew up in Findlay, Ohio, and attended school in Findlay and Bowling Green State University. She was a teacher for a living. She was married and has 2 children, 2 grandchildren, and 2 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is getting married to her Falcon Flame and teaching. Her advice to future generations is to take your education seriously. Congratulations, Marilyn. George Mark Petrie was born in 1932 and is 92 years of age. He grew up in Davenport, Iowa, and Des Moines, Iowa. He attended school at Iowa State University and Drake University. He was an architect, salesman, and a construction project manager for a living. His piece of advice to future generations is pursuing college is very valuable if you are able to do it. Congratulations, George. Sue Potter was born in 1930 and is 94 years of age. She grew up in Rudolph, Ohio, and attended Liberty High School. She was a secretary in the Foreign Services. A significant memory is leaving Ohio for work in Africa. Congratulations, Sue. Joanne Rader was born in 1932 and is 92 years of age. She grew up and attended school in Macomb, Ohio. She was a homemaker and a farmer's wife for a living. She was married with 2 children, 5 grandchildren, and 15 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is gardening, canning, serving, and doing field work. She also played organ for church for 50 years. Congratulations, Joanne. Barbara Repass was born in 1934 and is 90 years of age. She grew up in Toledo, Ohio, and attended school at Waite and Devil Bills. She was a RN and private duty nurse for a living. Her piece of advice to future generations is to love others as yourself. Congratulations, Barbara. Marveline Ricard was born in 1927 and is 97 years of age. She grew up in Champaign County, Ohio, and attended Salem Township School and Kinscreer. She was an elementary school teacher for a living. She was married with 3 children, 7 grandchildren, and 9 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is when she was crowned Queen of the Volok while on a trip to the USSR. Her piece of advice to future generations is to have faith in God and keep busy helping others. Congratulations, Marveline. Jeannie Robinson was born in 1929 and is 94 years of age. She grew up in Jamestown, New York, and attended Jamestown schools. She made paintbrushes for a living. She is widowed with 4 children, 21 grandchildren, and 20 great-grandchildren. Her advice to future generations is to eat what you want, do whatever you are able to do, travel, bingo, eat out, puzzles, etc. Congratulations, Jeannie. Shirley Rose was born in 1932 and is 91 years of age. She grew up in Wood County and went to school in Portage Township. Shirley had a secretarial position with the same insurance agent for over 30 years. She has 3 daughters, 2 grandchildren, and 4 great-grandchildren. Significant memories of hers include many vacations, trips, and cruises. A piece of advice that she has for future generations is to spend within your means. Congratulations, Shirley. Norma Rosebrook was born in 1925 and is 98 years of age. She grew up in Deshler, Ohio, and attended Fish Schoolhouse. She worked as a drugstore clerk and raised her children. She is widowed with 5 children, 10 grandchildren, and 25 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is celebrating her golden wedding anniversary. Her piece of advice to future generations is to earn your living, work hard, and go to church. Congratulations, Norma. Robert Russell was born in 1933 and is 90 years of age. He grew up in Genoa and attended Genoa schools. He was a millwright for LOF Glass. He is widowed and has 3 children, 12 grandchildren, and 4 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from his life is graduating from Genoa High School. His advice to future generations is to live life to the fullest. Congratulations, Robert. John Rutter was born in 1931 and is 93 years of age. He grew up in Bowling Green and attended Bowling Green City Schools. He worked for LOF Rossford and was married until 2018 when he was widowed. A significant memory from his life is spending 18 months in Korea. His advice to future generations is to keep God first. Congratulations, John. Gerald Saviel was born in 1934 and is 90 years of age. He grew up moving frequently and attended Perrysburg High School. He worked a Cargill elevator for 46 years. He has been married for 58 years and has 2 children, 6 grandchildren, and 10 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from his life is having a family and a good life. His piece of advice to future generations is to be a hard worker. Congratulations, Gerald. Catherine May Schultz was born in 1931 and is 93 years of age. She grew up in Grand Rapids, Ohio, and attended Grand Rapids schools. She was a beautician for 19 years, cook for 6 years, and a food supervisor for 8 years. She is a widow and was married for 63 years. She has had many meaningful memories in her life, such as marriage, education, and food service experiences and honors. Her advice to future generations is to keep active and busy, meet new people, do things that you like to do so that it's never work, and treat people like you want to be treated. Congratulations, Catherine. Betty Schneider was born in 1927 and is 96 years of age. She grew up in Sylvania, Ohio, and attended the University of Toledo. She has 2 children, 3 grandchildren, and 4 great-grandchildren. Her piece of advice to future generations is to be kind. Congratulations, Betty. Rita Schooney was born in 1932 and is 92 years of age. She grew up in Alliance, Ohio, and attended Goshen High School. She was a farmer for a living. She is widowed with 3 children. A significant memory from her life is raising 5 children on a farm. Her piece of advice to future generations is to be an honest, hard-working person. Congratulations, Rita. Victor Schumann was born in 1933 and is 90 years of age. He grew up in Pemberville, Ohio, and attended the University of Toledo. He was a draftsman and then an engineer working in the appliance industry. He is married with 3 children, 4 stepchildren, 4 grandchildren, 8 step-grandchildren, and 9 step-great-grandchildren. A significant memory from his life is the day he graduated from the University of Toledo after 11 years of night and day classes, obtaining his BSEE while working 40 hours a week and raising 3 children. His piece of advice to future generations is to get as much education in your area of liking and do not get involved in obscene debt from schooling costs and spending beyond your income. Congratulations, Victor. Georgia Schumacher was born in 1933 and is 91 years of age. She grew up in Canal Winchester, Ohio, and attended school there. She was an EMT for a living and was part of the original EMT class in Ohio. She is married to Paul for over 50 years and has 3 children and grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is having kids, being a grandma, being a wife, and working. Her piece of advice to future generations is to enjoy yourself and what you are doing. Congratulations, Georgia. Glenn Schwind was born in 1930 and is 94 years of age. He grew up on a farm in Perrysburg and attended St. Rose in Perrysburg and Perrysburg High School. He helped his dad on the farm. After graduating, he worked at Anderson's grain elevator, followed by 2 years in the Army. He was self-employed for 10 years and then a heavy equipment operator for 5 years. He then worked at Craig Transportation for 20 years, where he retired from. He was married for 68 years and has 4 children, 7 grandchildren, and 2 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from his life is dating his wife, getting married, and the birth of his children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. He has fond memories of camping with friends and family. His advice to future generations is to be kind, patient, and understanding. Congratulations, Glenn. May Scott was born in 1930 and is 94 years of age. She grew up in Tentagony, Ohio, and attended school in Washington Township. She was a housekeeper for a living. She was married with 3 children and 6 grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is taking short trips with her husband and niece. Her advice to future generations is to treat people as you want to be treated. Always go to bed with arguments resolved. Congratulations, May. George Seifert was born in 1926 and is 97 years of age. He grew up in New York City, New York, and attended Antosh College. He was a precision lens polisher and then a professor of education at Bowling Green State University. He has been married to Nancy for 63 years. A significant memory from his life is giving the first endowed scholarship at Antosh College to a student who went further to get her law degree. His piece of advice to future generations is to work hard and always try to do the best that you can do. Congratulations, George. Nancy Seifert was born in 1930 and is 94 years of age. She grew up in Cuyahoga Heights, Ohio, and attended school at Western Reserve University and Bowling Green State University. She was a lab technician, an elementary school teacher, taught at Bowling Green State University, and worked and taught advanced tax classes at H&R Block. She has been married to George for 63 years. A significant memory from her life is experiencing an old-growth forest where everything was covered in moss. Her advice to future generations is to travel wherever and whenever you can, experience other cultures, other landforms, and other ecologies. Congratulations, Nancy. Betty Seidel Parrish was born in 1933 and is 91 years of age. She grew up in Toledo and attended Glenwood schools. She worked 17 seasons at Foster Duck Farm and was also a waitress and a housekeeper. She had 6 children, 13 grandchildren, 22 great-grandchildren, and 1 great-great-grandchild. She has wonderful memories of traveling to Hawaii, Alaska, and Punta Cana. She is very proud of all of her children and their children. She loves to go to the casinos and the senior center. Her advice is to work hard, pay your bills, live within your means. Also, be honest and be kind. Congratulations, Betty. Audrey Skinner was born in 1928 and is 96 years of age. She grew up in Toledo, Ohio, and attended Longfellow de Vilbiss High School. She was a housewife and a secretary for a living. She is widowed with children and grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is her trip to California. Her piece of advice to future generations is to pray. Congratulations, Audrey. Willis Smith was born in 1932 and is 92 years of age. He grew up in Rija, Michigan, and attended school in Blissfield, Michigan. He was an over-the-road truck driver for 23 years and a business owner of Central Distributors for 28 years. He is a widower with 8 children, 17 grandchildren, and 11 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from his life is their home. Their house was open to friends and family, and they even had harvest parties to foster community. His piece of advice to future generations is to do whatever you can, whenever you can, with whatever you have to help others. This will give you the greatest peace and happiness you could ever wish for. Congratulations, Willis. Viola Smith was born in 1930 and is 93 years of age. She grew up in North Baltimore, Ohio, and attended North Baltimore High School. She was a stay-at-home mom and is married with children and grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is being a mother and a wife. Her piece of advice to future generations is to be nice to everyone. Congratulations, Viola. Josephine Spence was born in 1931 and is 93 years of age. Congratulations, Josephine. Bonnie Stearns was born in 1933 and is 91 years of age. Congratulations, Bonnie. Olivia Tellez was born in 1929 and is 95 years of age. She grew up in Dilley, Texas. She was a homemaker and is now widowed with 10 children. Congratulations, Olivia. Marjorie Terry was born in 1923 and is 101 years of age. She grew up in the country and attended school in Jackson Township. She was a bookkeeper for a living. She is married with 2 children and has grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is going on vacation every summer with her family. Her piece of advice to future generations is to be thoughtful and thankful. Appreciate people who do things for you. Congratulations, Marjorie. Stephen Tertullian was born in 1931 and is 93 years of age. He grew up in Toledo and went to school at St. Thomas Aquinas. He worked at General Electric for 16 years, Sun Oil Refinery for 25 years, part-time at a shipyard, plus 4 years in the Army as a paratrooper. A significant memory of his is the day he married his wife, and he is so grateful they were both still alive and able to take care of each other. A piece of advice he would give to future generations is to eliminate arguments as much as possible and to thank the Lord for everything each and every day. Also, to watch your diet. Congratulations, Stephen. Charlotte Tetzlaff was born in 1932 and is 92 years of age. She grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, and attended Marymount High School. She did customer service at Sipco Hoods for a living. She is divorced with 3 children, 5 grandchildren, and 7 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is camping trips with her grandchildren at Sleeping Bear Dunes and Hocking Hills. Her piece of advice to future generations is to enjoy life with many smiles and to eat dessert first. Life is too short. Congratulations, Charlotte. Phyllis Townsend was born in 1930 and is 94 years of age. She grew up in Chicago and attended Bradley University and University of Illinois. She was a home economics teacher. She is widowed with 2 children and 1 grandchild. A significant memory from her life is having her children and raising them. Now they both help her and she is very thankful. Her piece of advice to future generations is to take the opportunity to travel the world. Congratulations, Phyllis. Clarence Van Horn was born in 1928 and is 96 years of age. He grew up in North Baltimore, Ohio. Congratulations, Clarence. June Van Boris was born in 1931 and is 93 years of age. She grew up in Scott Ridge, Ohio, and Bowling Green, Ohio. She attended school at Webster Township and Bowling Green City Schools. She was a secretary for 5 years until she was married. She was married with 4 children, 7 grandchildren, and 3 great-grandchildren. Her piece of advice to future generations is to use the 3 Ps daily: patience, politeness, and persistence. Congratulations, June. Patricia Bierhoff was born in 1930 and is 94 years of age. She grew up in Akron, Ohio, and attended South High School. She was a dental technician, an LPN in the psychiatric unit at Charles Hospital, and then at St. Vincent's. She is widowed with many nieces and nephews. A significant memory from her life is meeting several nurse friends throughout her nursing career. Her piece of advice to future generations is to love what you do. Congratulations, Patty. Josephine Vernon was born in 1934 and is 90 years of age. She grew up in Bowling Green and attended Bowling Green City Schools and Bowling Green State University. She was a minister's wife and a registered nurse. She is a widow and has 7 grandchildren and 2 great-grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is a trip to England to visit Methodist church-related places and things. Her advice to future generations is to realize what a good life you have and to learn to enjoy it. Congratulations, Josephine. Frances Wade was born in 1928 and is 96 years of age. She grew up in Alabama, Bowling Green, Ohio, and Portage, Ohio. She had attended Portage schools and Bowling Green schools. She worked at Marathon Special Products in Bowling Green and was also a housewife. She is widowed with 4 children, 7 grandchildren, 13 great-grandchildren, and 7 great-great-grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is when her mom's 3rd child developed a serious disease when he was a baby and fortunately survived. Her piece of advice to future generations is to work hard, save money, enjoy life and your family, and be thankful. Congratulations, Frances. Rita Walsh was born in 1932 and is 92 years of age. She grew up in Akron, Ohio, and attended St. Mary's in Akron. She was a private secretary at Ohio Edison and took care of the kids at home. She is married and has 3 children and 3 grandchildren. A significant memory from her life is meeting her husband James in high school. Her piece of advice for future generations is to be careful of what you want in life. Congratulations, Rita. Gerald Lee Warren was born in 1933 and is 91 years old. He grew up in Peoria, Illinois until he was 11, then moved to San Jose, California. He attended several schools but graduated from Abraham Lincoln in San Jose. He was an accountant for Gulf Oil, Chevron, Sohoyo, and retired from BP in 1993. When Gulf closed in Toledo, he moved to Harvey, Louisiana. He married Peggy Eicher in 1957, and they have 2 daughters. He has 6 grandchildren and 6 great-grandchildren. He comes from a family of 11. A significant memory in his life is being in the Air Force from 1952 to 1956. He spent 2 years in Japan as a radio operator for the Secret Service. While he was there, he took some leave with fellow servicemen and went to see Mount Fujiyama. They stayed in a beautiful hotel that the U.S. took over. Clouds were covering the mountains, so they found a place to rent horses to ride. When they woke up the next day, it was bright and sunny, and the mountain was visible in all its glory and beauty, and a fresh coat of snow covered the peak. He also had the privilege to go on the honor flight to Washington, D.C. in 2019. It was breathtaking and something to never forget. A piece of advice he would give to future generations is to live each day as it comes and love your neighbor as yourself. Let the Lord guide you. Congratulations, Gerald. Sue White was born in 1932 and is 92 years of age. She grew up in Toledo, Ohio, and attended Scott High School. She worked at White's Drug Store and St. Rita's in Lima, Ohio. She has 3 children, 4 grandchildren, and 1 great-grandchild. A significant memory from her life is spending time with her family at Lakeside in her cottage. Her advice to future generations is to go with the flow. Congratulations, Sue. Thelma White was born in 1929 and is 95 years of age. She grew up in Bairdstown, Ohio, and attended school in North Baltimore. She was an RN at Blanchard Valley Hospital for 50 years. She also worked in California and Colorado Springs. She is married to Kenneth and has 3 children. A significant memory from her life is traveling with her husband while he was in the service. Her piece of advice for future generations is to do unto others as you would want done unto you. Congratulations, Velma. Marilyn Whitker was born in 1933 and is 91 years of age. She grew up in Cleveland and Pemberville. She attended Bradner School, Brownell Junior High, and Pemberville High School. She did window display for Winkleman's and was a housewife. She is widowed with 3 children, 8 grandchildren, 17 great-grandchildren, and 12 great-great-grandchildren. Her piece of advice to future generations is don't get old. Keep yourself moving and active. Congratulations, Marilyn. Beverly Ziegler was born in 1930 and is 94 years of age. She grew up in Fostoria, Ohio, and she was a teacher for a living. She is married to Dale and has 2 children. Her piece of advice to future generations is to volunteer and give back to society. Congratulations, Beverly.
Congratulations to all of our 2024 honorees. Thank you for viewing our 2024 90s Plus Spectacular honorees. Congratulations to all of our honorees who celebrated 90 years of age or older in Wood County, Ohio. A special thank you to our event supporters, Bowling Green Manor, the Manor at Perrysburg, Hanneman Family Funeral Homes, Waterford at Levis Commons, Woodhaven Healthcare, the Willows of Bowling Green, and Heritage Corner Healthcare Campus.